So,
Yeah.
yeah, a bunch.
Hey, Mom. How did our session go last night? It was fun. We spent about an hour trying to find a game that everyone could run at the same time. So before we do that again, the guy with the biggest problems is going to have to sit down and like find games he can play and then test them and stuff like that. But otherwise, the other game we played, it was fun. Just wasn't what any of us had planned. Okay, there's another castle here. Yeah, it was funny because I had bought that game because they were saying that we were going to play that, and I was like, well, I'll buy it. And then I bought it and installed it, and I was like, okay, I'm ready to play this game. And they're like, haha, we're not playing that game. That was a joke. And I was like, oh man, come on, guys. So then I issued a refund for the game on Steam. And then we tried playing a game, couldn't get it to work. We tried playing another game, couldn't get it to work. And then they were like, all right, we'll just play that other game then. And I was like, okay, well, the refund hasn't gone through yet, so I can play it.
I was going to take it back to Father Froy's.
Foolish child, this paper is valuable. Give it back.
And then we started playing it, and we were getting the hang of it. And right when everything was starting to work and we were about to begin, Steam ran through my refund. So then my game stopped working because I didn't own it anymore. And we were wondering why I was working beforehand and now I wasn't. And then I looked it up and they're like, here's your refund. And I was like, shit, now I have to buy it again. It was a mess.
Excuse me. Have you found any papers around the mission?
No. We are an honest family and would not take something that is not ours.
But Mother, I did find...
Theft is punishable by death.
Please, we have done nothing wrong.
Don't be afraid. I would never let that happen. I just need the note.
Thank you, miss. Here it is.
Thank you. Father Foyce will be very happy to have his work back.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Got it.
Well, we did have a game picked out in advance. It's just one person in the group couldn't get his computer to play it, so...
Yeah, he checked it like 2 hours before...
Yeah. He bought it and installed it and checked it like an hour or two before we were going to start, because he's like, that's plenty of time. And then it turned out not to be plenty of time. So... So now he's going to take a couple of days and find some options, do some testing. Sag? Yeah.
Something like, you know that thing on
There's a little girl
where
down
they
by the
play other
river,
games in it?
crying because she can't swim.
Oh, Tabletop Simulator.
Shameful. When I was a child, I swam across Lake Biwa every day.
Have you seen a Namban paper from the mission?
Maybe. But it's in the river now. And I can't swim.
Oh, time to learn.
I can. I'll fetch it out of the river and return it to the mission.
Thank you, miss.
Sorry, I'm making a mess. Knocking things over.
Nothing new.
I should stay hidden here. Two down. Now to find the third note.
Did it move on the map? No, same place. Yeah, but we all want something that's a little more... Like, the game we were playing last night is essentially just party games. So it's not real... There's no, like, story, there's no strategy or tactics involved in it at all. It's just... Play little party games, neat, fun, ha ha ha. And, you know, that's fun for every once in a while, but we want something that's more of a long-term kind of game. Edgy? Well, I mean, I guess it was. It was edgy enough that I'm not allowed to stream it, but it's not like super edgy or anything.
That's all 3 notes. Now to bring them back to the Jesuit priest.
Yo, what up, Lucy? How are you, sir? Good snag on that server, man. How much? Well, you may not want to tell how much that set you back, but that what? That's crazy. All right, yeah, you got that for a steal.
Father Fraze, we have found your notes. With a little help from some children.
Children? Delightful. Simply delightful. And Jesus said to them, "Suffer the little children, and forbid them not to come to me." Regardless of who found the notes, the mission owes you a debt of gratitude.
You said these notes are for a book.
Yes. My book helps newly arrived Jesuits learn about this land. Here, listen to my entry on Azuchi Castle. Lord Nobunaga's majestic castle stands on a hill in the center of the city. In grandeur, it is on par with the palaces of Europe. It goes on like that for several pages.
A big castle for an even bigger ego.
I learned a great deal in that castle. Things I will never forget.
Europe is far away. Are the lords of the castles there as cruel as our daimyo?
Perhaps. If you want to learn more about our ways, meet me in Otsu. We are conducting a baptism.
I've never seen a baptism. Thank you, Father Frois.
That's not so bad. 2021 EOL. Still for $300, that's still a steal. Just for the RAM and hard drives alone.
I am concerned. Your wife's baptism could dishonor your family name.
No, my wife is being...
Today is like no other day. Today I shall be reborn without first dying. How did the Nanban priest persuade you to convert?
Father Frois speaks our language better than my husband. That helps.
You had to get a VGA to HDMI adapter because you can't. Oh, so you don't have a monitor that supports VGA.
Greetings.
Hello, Father Frois. Your work proceeds, I see.
Indeed. It is a good sign that both the curious and the faithful are here for Lady Satoko. In spite of the risks,
Risks?
Lady Satoko reports threats against her life. But I can offer no more than the protection of our god. Would you speak to her and ensure that she and her family are safe?
Yes. I will speak with her.
Dearest wife, there have been threats.
Threats do not terrify me. I hunt bandits with my teppo.
Such behavior is also considered unseemly in courtly circles.
Ah, the famous Yasuke. Father Frois speaks warmly of you. I am Lady Satoko.
Pleased to meet you. I understand you are here to be baptized.
Indeed. Provided my husband's family doesn't intervene. Certain relatives of his do not approve.
Have they threatened to attack the ceremony?
I don't know what they have planned. I am possibly slightly worried. Not for myself, of course, but for the others. Now excuse me as I contemplate my impending salvation.
I need to learn more about this threat of violence to Lady Satoko.
Yeah, man, absolutely. You're probably gonna have to wipe it, because I'm sure it's probably gonna come with some credentials, some software and credentials on it already that you're not gonna know.
The Ronin have been hired.
Good. Send them to the road north after the ceremony. There are too many guards in Otsu.
I have found the threat. I should warn someone.
But yeah, let me know. I can provide you with either the tools necessary or tell you where to get the tools necessary to do whatever you need.
Ah, our friend has returned.
We need to talk.
What's wrong?
Lady Satoko, I have an urgent message for you.
I will go prepare for the ceremony.
Ronin have been hired to ambush you and your party on the road home.
God will protect us. Won't he?
Faith is stronger with steel in hand. Ready your teppo.
Listen, the priest calls us to gather. My baptism begins.
They're gonna ambush this lady after her baptism.
Why?
Because she's being baptized in Japan.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Religious
Yes, I understand.
disputes,
I'm like,
etc.
why? Let her get back.
Have you seen the baptismal party?
They left along the trail of the Black Tortoise.
What does that mean?
The trail of the tortoise Genbu runs north.
Thank you.
Do not thank us. Thank the tortoise.
Thanks, Tortoise.
But yeah, a media server probably, if you're just going to use it to serve media, 8 gigs, maybe 16 to give it like a lot of breathing room, but like you're not going to need more than that. You're going to be running a base operating system that just has shares with all your files in it. Done. You know, it doesn't need anything. I would say when you set it up, you probably want to set up a RAID 5 on there, unless you don't care about possible data loss from like the hard drives dying on you. Like if you've got the data backed up somewhere else as well, it's not really anything to worry about. But RAID 5 allows for possible hard drive failure without data loss. And again, I can help you with all that. Can you do? Yeah, you can do raid with SAS drives.
They had a Namban priest with them.
They just have raid cards that support SAS drives. That's all it is. And if it's got SAS drives with it, it probably has a raid card that supports them. Otherwise, who the hell would have bought that many hard drives, right? With those 10,000 RPM drives? Yeah. I was kind of hoping they were going to be SSDs, but no luck. That would have been much more expensive.
I need to hurry. They are under attack. Father Freys, I got here as fast as I could. Why did you not wait for me?
We left because... well, it doesn't matter now.
We almost lost Lady Satoko.
Yes, and I thank you for your aid. Our work is difficult.
What will you do now?
With God's aid, I shall carry on with my work. Come see me at the Azuchi mission sometime. We must take tea.
Take care, my friend.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Well, Lucid, you'll be happy you have 2.5-inch drive bays when those SAS drives eventually die 5 or 10 years down the road and you need to replace them. Then you can easily replace them with SSDs and not have to worry about it. I mean, you could do that in a 3.5-inch drive bay, but then you have to buy a bunch of adapters. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. All right. Just make sure you got a VGA to HDMI adapter and not an HDMI to VGA adapter, because those are two different things. Yes? Okay. I have that conversation about maybe like twice a month. Return to Rin. Okay, let me have tea first, then I'll go back to Rin. Someone will go, hey, I went on Amazon and bought this adapter and it's not working, and I'm like, can you show me the item you bought on Amazon? Can you show me the webpage? And then they'll say like,
Father Froy sounds well. I should speak to him.
Beautiful ceramics.
and it'll say it's
And the repairs,
like HDMI to
well,
BGA, and I'm like,
are
yeah, it won't work
easily
either way.
seen.
That is the nature of kintsugi. Repairs are made, but the damage is intrinsic to the object itself. The blemish is part of its history, its essence. Do you see, Father Frois?
Remarkable. What a beautiful idea.
Father Frois, I trust all is well with your writing.
Indeed. Thanks to you, my work continues. Do you want to hear my latest pages?
No.
Tell me more about your work.
The customs of this land are fascinating. In my work, I contrast them with those of Europe. Most recently, I have been working on dancing, child-rearing, and poetry.
What about poetry?
Portuguese ballads are composed of metrical stanzas with elegant rhyming schemes. But here, verse consists of unrhymed couplets.
I know the ballads that Portuguese sailors sing. Unfit for priestly ears.
Lucid has 45 tabs open on his computer and you're about to freak out. Yeah. I don't get people that can do that either.
What have you learned about dancing?
When we dance in Europe, we leap and cavort. Here, the people dance as much with their hands as their feet.
Yes. The dancers often hold still as part of their performance.
They're not all in one instance, there are 3. So you have 3 browsers open with a grand total of 45 tabs.
Tell me about the children.
In Portugal, our children do not go about armed, and they lack manners. Here, boys as young as 12 might carry a sword, and they treat everyone with respect.
It is mostly the sons of samurai and daimyo that's equipped. It is good to see you, Father, but I must be going. And, take good care of your notes. I worry the wind will claim them.
True. But it is not the wind that worries me. There are those who will use faith to fan the flames of war. Where the cross leads, the sword often follows.
This is a dangerous world, as you know, Father Frois.
We work in peril and must trust in God. May He watch over us all.
Yeah, the only time I have anywhere near that number of tabs open is when I'm, like, editing my YouTube videos and stuff like that. Otherwise, I'll have 3 browsers open with a grand total of, like, 7 tabs. Like, 2 per browser, essentially. But then when I have that few, I start to congregate tabs into duplicate into the same browser so that I can close a whole browser altogether. I don't know why I'm so anal about that, considering I have so much RAM, but I am.
Shh! Don't tell Tomiko you found me. She's trying to make me harvest crops again. I did not think fieldwork was so tiring. Maybe I should go back to stealing scraps.
If you do that, I will hit you with my kanabo. No stealing. You just wait until your computer reboots and you lose all your tabs. Oh my god. You're a monster. Hello? Fuck you too, buddy. Maybe he just wants to talk to Naue.
should grow some cucumber in the garden.
Good idea. A diverse garden will bring joy to us all.
I meant for the horses. It helps them cool down in the summer.
Horses like cucumber.
They love them. My father was a stableman when I was young. I grew up around horses. He had trouble taming one wild horse. But when I bribed her with some cucumber, we became inseparable.
Firefox is gentle on RAM? Yeah. Firefox is my go-to browser. People used to give me a hell of a hard time about it. Like, Firefox used to be the it browser, and I loved it and stuck with it. And then when Chrome started becoming hot shit, people are like, lol, you use Firefox? And I was all like, yeah, I use Chrome, but my default's Firefox because I just like it more. And now that Chrome is like trying to strip options from the people, and everyone's switching back to Firefox, I'm like, see, what'd I tell you? So this guy doesn't want to talk to Nawe either. So here we're gonna do. I don't know why this guy won't talk to me or Yasuke. It's weird. Okay, I can upgrade the dojo and the kakurega. Can I upgrade that one? No. Allies can be trained up to veteran rank. Are SAS drives and SATA drives interchangeable? Yes. This thing isn't going to get all shitty if I replace one of the SAS drives with an SSD. It will. Well, it will and it won't. So if you have them in a RAID 5 configuration, which is what I would recommend, all of your hard drives perform at the slowest functional capability of all the drives. They all have to be the same size, which can be tricky when going from SAS to SSD. Because you may not get them the same size. That can be a problem. Modern RAID controllers will compensate for speed of the drive. They may even compensate for size by just allowing you only to use the smaller size. So like if you, like let's say your drives in there are what, 1.2 terabytes? If you get a 2 terabyte SSD and you put it in the RAID, it will only run it as a 10,000 RPM 1.2 terabyte drive, and you'll just be wasting the extra space. So it should still function and work and all that. It's just you're going to be like bottlenecking yourself. The best thing to do at that point would probably be to buy like, save up and buy like 5, like 3 or 4 terabyte SSDs at once and pop them into some of the empty slots and RAID those together in a separate. So you can have one RAID that's all your 1.2s and one RAID that's all your SSDs that are separate from each other. Yeah, I saw it. He ran off. Yeah. He was scared. Me neither. But honestly, if you use it as a media server, having your media stored on a 10,000 RPM drive or an SSD, you're not really going to notice a difference because 10,000 is well fast enough to run media over a network. Putting it on an SSD will net you no visible performance other than maybe like initial access time. Like I double clicked on the file and it opened in 3 seconds instead of 6 kind of thing. But once it gets going, you're not going to notice it.
Rin is fending off the bandits well. I should hold back. She is in control, right? I can help if she needs it. Rin, are you hurt? What happened?
Some wandering bandits thought my bow was mere decoration. But I appreciate your concern, Sensei.
It took everything in me not to intervene. But I could see you had the situation in control. You held your ground. Defended yourself beautifully.
Thank you. The bandit dropped the bracelet. Ah, this belongs to a merchant up by the Kumano Hongu Taisha Shrine. A kind man. Bit of a show-off. I remember him wearing it. We should return the bracelet. Maybe the bandits caused trouble for other merchants.
What kind of bracelet is it?
Buddhist prayer beads. Every now and then I buy supplies from the temple town near the Kumano Hongu Taisha Shrine.
So you're not a hermit like your grandfather was?
No. I consider some of the merchants friends. Or at least they're some of my nearest neighbors. I remember one merchant wearing these beads. Apparently, I was the only person he hadn't told about them.
You have taken to riding very well.
Thank you. I would say I'm mostly self-taught, after all.
Oh, you wound me. You are a natural rider. But the horse will know if you become overconfident and will surprise you.
Perhaps I should show you how good I am. How about a friendly race to the big lake over the ridge?
Is that wise? You are still a beginner.
Spoken like one who has already lost. Or someone worried I'm better than him.
What? Ha! Never!
Then perhaps it is time I teach you a thing or two. Don't keep me waiting, Sensei! Ha!
No! She is good. Even if I can best her in. Should I?
Well, no. You like to do with Garrus?
Let me down.
Hush it! What a ride! Perhaps you too were born in a saddle.
I told you I'm the better rider.
Ah, your horse did not have such a heavy load. And I think you must have taken a shortcut.
Keep making your excuses, Sensei. Anything to soothe you.
For you to ride so well, so quickly, is very impressive. It took me years.
Where did you learn?
I started when I was very young, back in my homeland. The country far across the ocean.
Tell me more about your home.
I would not know where to begin.
Then, paint me a picture. How does it look out there?
It is a very hot place. Different seasons, animals, and fruits. Golden sand. The rest, blue and green, like an insect's wings. Before I came to this land, your country, I had never seen snow.
No winters?
A different kind of winter.
Did you say different fruit? Tell me you had plums. I cannot bear the thought of a life without plums.
We had many other fruits.
Snow, I could do without. But no plums. What would life be? Here we are. Come, let's return the bracelet to its rightful owner.
Oh, Rin is back! Hello!
You didn't plan anything for dinner? Rip.
Rin, I didn't think we would see you again so soon. Are you well?
Yes, thank you. And I have something that belongs to you.
Oh! Slippery fingers. Must have dropped it between here and home. Have some onigiri for your good deed.
Onigiri? Yasuke, this is special. You choose which kind.
Yes. I was like, there's got to be one with plum.
How about the plum?
Really? That's my favorite.
Of course.
While we are here, I want to check one more shop. If you don't mind. I love calligraphy. All the papers and brushes. I daydream about what I would paint.
I am glad to know you have company. You have made real friends here.
What can I say? All that practice with my bow makes me hungry. And once I made friends with Ite, I enjoyed exploring all the areas that surround the hut. Here, I buy myself clothes when I need them. Paper for drawing. Oh, another merchant sells excellent calligraphy brushes here.
I had no idea you enjoyed drawing.
It's one of my favorite ways to pass the time. I suppose what I enjoy is creating beauty. This world desperately needs it.
I agree.
But drawing the forest animals is challenging. They run too fast.
I have the same problem.
My favorite musician. Ignore the bottles. He's harmless. He's pretty good even when he drinks. He said he purges his demons with all that sake. He's always been kind to me.
You're having foot problems.
They
are being worked too hard with all
Who's
this
your
much.
friend? Hey, the three-legged crow told me to practice day and night.
They don't care about
I'm just doing what I was told. Oh.
Though the musician's methods are questionable, I cannot help but admire his dedication to his art. Perhaps creating beauty is something we should all aspire to do.
You intrigue me, Sensei. Tell me, what beauty do you intend to create?
Not many people know. I too enjoy creating art. If it pleases you, I would like to draw a portrait of you.
Oh, yes. It would please me most greatly. Thank you.
Fair, honestly.
Please, stand exactly as you are.
Just a stick figure.
Perfect. Creating beauty is something you are already skilled at.
Come, Yasuke. I want you to see something.
What's she gonna show me? I've seen a river before, lady. Her cherry blossom. Whoa. Lucid.
Despite how we were brought together, I'm so grateful to have met you. Because of you, I can lead a different life. One I am proud of. One filled with excitement. And you.
I want to be great friends.
God, do you imagine?
Wow, stringing her along all the way until this point, and then just being all like, "Yeah, buddy," and then like punch her in the shoulder.
Yeah. Oh, what would that be like? Just getting a good old high five or a handshake?
I have no idea.
No?
I am not only a teacher. I too have much to learn. Like what beauty we can create together.
Today and every day, for the rest of our lives. I will wait for you at the hut.
Now we're married. Ugh, who wants to get married, am I right?
Love is lame.
Yeah. Love, lame. God, could you imagine being married to the same person for like 20 years?
That must really suck.
Nah, it's alright. Yeah, yeah. Why don't you have Sigourney Weaver make you meatloaf then? Who was that? Was that Jeff Foxworthy?
Jeff Foxworthy.
Jesus.
That's Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah. Watched a movie with Sigourney Weaver and was like, that Sigourney Weaver's a handsome woman. Then like a month later, he was all like, tells his wife, you know, this meatloaf's a little dry. Why don't you have Sigourney Weaver make you a meatloaf then? And he's just like, what? Oh, God. Yeah, that is, yeah, exactly. That was not a proportional response. Then like 3 or 4 years ago, we're out driving around and Cappy's like, oh my God, look at that girl's boobs. She needs a better sports bra. And I was just like, what? Who?
What's my response?
Yeah, it was like, why don't you ever look at other women?
Yes. Like, no one believes me.
What? No one will ever believe that you yelled that at me angrily. Oh, God. Dudes be like, nobody ever told you that. I'm like, bro, my wife told me that. And they're like, nope. No, she didn't. And I'm all like, watch. I'll call her right now. I got her on stream confirming it. No?
I said yup.
Oh, yep. I thought you said nope.
No, I.
It's like, what? You literally just said.
No, I was definitely upset that you didn't see her.
I fell and hurt my stomach. But yeah, how cool was that Uda victory last night? Against Takayasu. Lucid. I forget the name of that move, but I've seen Ura do it twice now. 0.02% of all matches are won with that move, and I've seen him do it twice. Say it again. Kamarite? No, Kamarite is the move used. That's a description of. That's what you would say is like.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, this is the wrong name.
Yeah, Kamarite is what he did.
Complaining that everyone's talking about it.
Oh, okay. Kamarite. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sutazori. Sutazori, that's what it sounds. That's how it seems to me. That's how I try to pronounce it.
Or how you would, yeah. Someone was using the meme of like, if I had a nickel for every time, I'd have 2 nickels.
Yeah, yeah. If I had a nickel for every time I would have used this move, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's strange that it's happened twice. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
It's always on my samurai.
And what was weird is there were a lot of big matches yesterday, dude. Like Kusano lost, which is a surprise. Because he's been so dominant. But 100% guaranteed to be in Division 1 next tournament. That dude is insanely good. I have a feeling when he gets to Division 1, he's going to slow down his meteoric climb.
Yeah.
Just because it seems weird that, like, every division there's a huge jump in, like, quality of Rikishi. You'd think that, like, oh, Division 5 and Division 4 is not that big of a deal, but, like, the difference between a mid-tier Division 5 and a mid-tier Division 4 guy is significant. And it's even that way from, like, high Juryo to low Makuchi. It's just, like, 5 or 6 ranks and dudes are just a lot better than you. Yep. And yeah, and then you get to the Sanyaku and it's just like... Oh, he's doing Daisho tonight?
Yep.
Who did he fight yesterday? Oh, that's right, Kotozakura. And that was actually pretty close. He had Kotozakura on the ropes for a minute. It's funny to say that. He had him there for like a minute, and then you realize the whole match was like 36 seconds. It seems like a minute. I just want to make sure Elamishki gets at least 8 wins. I want him to get 10, but I don't know that that's going to happen. No, I think he's 7 right now. Is he 8-3? Oh, he's 8-3. Okay, so he's already got his Kachikoshi. He's fine. I still want. Okay, so in that case, I want him to at least win 2 more.
Oh yeah.
That being said, Daisho is going to be a challenge.
Yep.
But he did keep Kotozakura on his feet.
Yeah.
So theoretically, the other one should be easier.
Do not break an oar against a strong tide.
You said that, Lucid. It reminded me of Airplane. Yo, max level 60. Let's go. Excuse me, miss. I speak jive. That movie is so stupid. I love it. You've never seen Airplane? Holy God. You've seen memes, though, yeah. It's also one of the 2 kids being like, excuse me, would you like a cup of coffee? Yes, please. And then the boys, I don't know, the kids look like they're like 8 or something. And the boy's talking up the girl, like asking her what she's doing, and she's flying on business, and all this, you're just like, well, I don't know what the hell's going on. And then he's like, how do you like your coffee? And she's like, I prefer my coffee, like I like my men. Strong and black. And then the little boy's just like, what the fuck? That movie is so stupid. I love it. You have to add it to your list? Yeah. Airplane is amazing. Airplane 2 is also really good, but it's not as good as the original. There's a lot of sight gags. So you have to make, it's one of those movies that you can't watch in the background. You have to pay attention to the movie.
I'll seize the moment.
Ouch. Ouch.
I need a closer look. I need to be quiet.
Is it bunnies? It's bunnies playing.
good view from here.
Well, playing or fighting. It looks like they're playing.
It looks like play fighting.
Whap, 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 whap. Because then they like jump over each other.
Yeah.
Got it.
We have to be quick. We have to get this girl to a hospital immediately. A hospital? What's that? Well, it's a big building with sick people in it, but it's not important right now. I think she says, a hospital, what is it? The boy that goes into the cockpit. He's like, you ever seen a cockpit before? I've never been on a plane before. You ever see a grown man naked? It's just like, what the fuck? Alright, I will switch back to Yasuke. Would never get made in today's times, like. Man, those bushes are getting jiggy with it.
There's monsters in here.
There's monsters.
I see you, Wendigo.
I see you, Wendigo. Those, yeah, these deer are like, I'm getting the fuck out of there. Oh no, we need to go here, here, and then up. Okay. Alright, Cappy, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's go!
Kumabe Uji sent me.
Enter and wait for the others. Kimura-ke will welcome you soon.
I still find it kind of funny that Yasuke is trying to be undercover, yet he's literally the only black man in all of Japan.
Yeah, there's no way you can be undercover. You just really have to suspend that disbelief.
Yeah.
Master K is about to start. Let us go with the others. You are without ties, without a lord to serve. You hold no lands. You are dishonored. You are Ronin. This very moment marks... Look who's here. A dead man's pet.